Your person holds a deep and unwavering admiration for the way you honor, respect, and carry yourself. It's not just something they notice, it's something they feel. The way you value your own worth, set your boundaries, and refuse to accept anything less than you deserve is incredibly powerful to them. They are captivated by how unapologetically you love yourself, and that kind of self-respect creates a magnetic energy around you. To them, you radiate confidence without arrogance, strength without harshness, and self-love without selfishness. It's an irresistible combination that pulls them in, over and over again. They find themselves constantly drawn to you, not just physically, but on a soul-deep level. Your presence lingers in their thoughts, in their dreams, and even in the quiet moments when they least expect it. You've become an undeniable presence in their mind and heart. They admire everything about you, the way you speak with clarity and intention, the way you carry yourself with grace, and the way you express love with so much purity and authenticity. There's something about your energy that feels calming yet powerful, gentle yet firm. It's a delicate balance that very few people embody, and they know how rare it is. Even though you've gone silent, your absence has only intensified their feelings. In fact, it's made them realize how much they relied on your energy, how much light you brought into their life without even trying. They find themselves staring at your photos, replaying memories, and thinking about the small ways you showed care and affection. You're not just someone they're attracted to, you're someone they deeply feel connected to, someone they crave to understand and be understood by. What strikes them most is your calm, collected attitude. You don't force anything. You're not desperate for attention, nor do you demand the spotlight. Yet, you manage to shine in every room you walk into. You exude a natural grace that makes people want to be close to you. And while you're kind, warm, and thoughtful, you never compromise your peace for the sake of pleasing others. That alone sets you apart. It shows a level of emotional intelligence and maturity that's incredibly rare and deeply attractive. Your person is especially fascinated by how intuitive you are. Even in silence, you seem to understand them. You pick up on their unspoken emotions, their silent cues, the things they feel but don't say out loud. It feels like you see right into their soul, and not in a way that makes them feel exposed, but in a way that makes them feel seen and safe. They've had dreams about you, visions even, that give them insight into your connection. These spiritual moments have only deepened their desire to be close to you in real life, to feel your presence physically, to bridge the gap between thought and touch. They're not looking at anyone else. You've captured their full attention. In their eyes, no one compares to you. You're everything they desire and more. And while they might not always know how to express it, their feelings for you are intense, raw, and passionate. There's an urgency within them now, a strong pull to reconnect, to rekindle what may have been lost, to remind you of what you once shared and, more importantly, what you can still create together. They feel like you hold an invisible kind of power over them, not manipulative, not controlling, but natural and undeniable. It's in the way you move, the way you care for those around you, and especially in the way you treat yourself. They admire how you pour love into others, how you give without losing yourself, and how you maintain your own identity and strength no matter what. Watching you from afar, they feel a deep warmth and admiration. They know that being with you would never be about possession, it would be about presence, partnership, and purpose. What makes you even more unforgettable is your gratitude. They remember how you appreciated even the smallest gestures, how your eyes lit up at simple acts of kindness, how you never took anything for granted. That kind of appreciation, that sincerity, meant the world to them. It told them that you were present, that you cared, that you saw their effort even when it wasn't perfect. And those moments, they think about them often. they cherish the way you made them feel, just by being you. During times of reflection, your person realizes how deeply you understood them. You paid attention, not just to their words, but to their silences. You knew when something was off without needing to be told. You offered comfort in ways that didn't require explanation. And now, even in your silence, they feel your presence. They miss your energy, your warmth, and the way you just knew them. Now more than ever, they're determined to win your heart again, not through force, but through sincerity. They want to show up for you in a way that matches your energy, your grace, and your strength. Because you're not just someone they want, they know you're someone worth fighting for. Your partner's recent actions have unveiled a painful and undeniable breach of trust within your relationship, one that has left you grappling with a flood of emotions ranging from shock to sorrow. Rather than nurturing transparency and open communication, they made the deliberate choice to keep you in the dark regarding their secret interactions with another individual. This revelation, no matter how it was discovered or presented, cuts deeply. It's not merely about the existence of these hidden conversations, but about what their secrecy represents, a disregard for the core values that hold a relationship together: honesty, respect, and emotional safety. At the heart of this betrayal lies a troubling truth: your partner's decision to conceal their communications may very well have stemmed from a desire to keep their options open, leaving room for possibilities outside of your relationship. Whether it was fueled by uncertainty, temptation, or a search for something they perceived as better, the path they chose reflects a mindset of self-interest rather than commitment. This is not just an impulsive mistake, it is a choice that shows a fundamental lack of consideration for your feelings and a betrayal of the sacred emotional intimacy you once shared. In choosing secrecy over openness, they violated not only your trust but also the emotional security that makes love feel safe. This wasn't an accidental slip or a moment of confusion, it was a conscious act, repeated and protected by deception. They knew the consequences. They understood, at least on some level, the pain it would cause you if the truth ever surfaced. And yet, they proceeded anyway, valuing their own desires above your shared bond. That kind of betrayal doesn't just sting, it shakes the very ground you stood on. The emotional impact of such behavior can be profound. It can leave you questioning your worth, your judgment, and even the authenticity of the love you once believed in. And while it's natural to feel disoriented and heartbroken, it's important to recognize that their actions reflect more on them than on you. The choice to engage in deceptive behavior, and worse, to show no remorse for it, exposes a lack of emotional maturity, empathy, and accountability. Their inability or unwillingness to acknowledge the hurt they've caused only reinforces how misaligned their values are with the kind of relationship you deserve. You deserve a love rooted in truth, a partner who values not just the joyful moments but also the responsibility of caring for your heart. Real love does not waver in the face of temporary desires or external distractions. It does not seek out hidden connections behind closed doors. It stands firm in its devotion, even when life presents uncertainties or temptation. A partner worthy of your time and trust would never place you in a position where your love feels like it's competing for space in their heart. Despite the pain you're experiencing now, this moment can also be the beginning of a powerful transformation. Heartbreak, though excruciating, often strips away illusions and exposes what no longer serves your highest good. It provides a stark reminder of what you will no longer tolerate and paves the way for you to reclaim your standards, your voice, and your self-worth. This is not the end of your story, it's the closing of a chapter that made you stronger, more self-aware, and better prepared for the love you are truly meant to receive. Now is the time to turn inward. Prioritize your healing. Make space in your life for the things that bring you joy and clarity, Whether it's the comfort of close friends and family, creative outlets that reignite your passion, or peaceful moments of solitude that remind you of your resilience. Surround yourself with those who uplift and support you, not just in words, but in consistent, caring action. You are not alone, and you never have to face this healing journey without a support system. And as you move through this period of grief and growth, hold on to one essential truth: you are worthy of a love that is honest, loyal, and unwavering. The right person will not make you feel like an option, nor will they hide pieces of their life from you. They will stand beside you with open hands and an open heart, meeting your vulnerability with tenderness and your loyalty with their own. They will see the value in building something real with you, something rooted in mutual respect and a shared vision of love. When the time is right, love will find its way back to you, not in the form of confusion or secrecy, but in clarity and connection that feels safe, steady, and sincere. Until then, trust the process. Trust that this pain, as hard as it is refining you. And trust that by letting go of what wounded you, you are making room for what will heal you. You are not defined by another's betrayal. You are defined by how you rise from it, with grace, strength, and a heart that remains open to the beautiful, boundless love you deserve.